Hello, hello, Canadian Sasquatch here with another Homebrew Wednesday. So let's start this one off correctly for a change. I've got my ginger beer here. I don't know how well you can see that. So I've had a couple of these. They're very tasty. A little bit overcarbonated, as you can see right there. Wow, that's really more so than normal. But yeah, right off the bat, you get punched in the face with ginger aromas. It's yeah, very, very tasty. And it does have some serious chill haze going on, so I gotta work on that. So yeah, that's the ginger beer. Lots of ginger in the aroma. Really good head retention. Cheers. Yeah, it's got a nice ginger spice to it. The heat from the ginger. So yeah, it's I'm quite happy with how that turned out, all things considered. Having to try and figure out my mashing and not exactly sure the ABV on this guy. Somewhere between 5.5% and 30% apparently. I attempted to do since I added honey to the secondary, couldn't do it, figure out the ABV based on gravity ratings. So I tried doing a spirit indication test, and I think, I'm not sure what happened there, but according to the spirit indication test, and that's where you take a sample. I usually take 6 ounces because that's almost what fits in my hydrometer tube. So you take that, you take a gravity reading of that, boil it in half, so I boil it from 6 to 3 ounces, and then I add water back to it, and I take another gravity reading, and the differences between those gravities will tell you how much alcohol is in there. And for the most part, that usually works very, very well for me. This was my first time doing it with beer, and yeah, it was telling me it was 30%, and I'm pretty sure it's not 30%, but yeah, it's probably more like somewhere between 5.5%, 6.5%. So, but very tasty. So, cheers again. All right. So, huge thank you to all my subs, everyone who's subscribed to my channel, watching me do this silly crap that I do. Cheers to all you guys. Thank you for doing that. I never thought I'd have 113 subscribers as of right now. It's completely blowing me away. All the comments and all the great information, that feedback and everything that I get on my videos. So thank you very much to all that. And I'm thinking when I hit 150 subscribers, I'm going to do a contest. Not exactly sure what the contest will be or what the prize will be right now, but if I hit 150 subscribers, there will be a contest, and I will send something to any place in the world. So we shall see how that goes. So subscribe now. Next up, I have notes over here. So mead videos. I've been busy. My mom's in town, so I've been hanging out with her a lot. So I haven't been able to do the edit the mead videos. I do have a couple of them that need editing and uploading. So I apparently have a finger in my eye. So yeah. So they're still there. I'm still working on that. I just need to get them edited and get them uploaded. So we'll move forward from there. So yeah. So the next thing is bottling. I've been busy bottling. I've got my ginger beer one all done up here. The last beer I did was my plain old pale ale. I have no idea how good you guys can actually see this. Let's do it this way. So, plain old pale ale with my little Squatch guy right there in the middle. And the next one I did bottled up was a small half-gallon batch of... Wow, this camera really sucks at trying to focus on anything. Oh well, so that's my peach melomel that I did last summer. Quasi-experimental because I ran out of room in my carboy. So that was a half-gallon racked on top of a bunch of honey. And then here's my orange spice mead, Joe's Ancient Orange. And then my Riesling that I bottled. So yeah, just playing around with labels and trying to get them to be a little bit better. Using GIMP, and it's causing me to be pretty gimpy. So yeah, that was the bottlings. Yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Cheers. So, yeah, not much else going on. I won't be brewing for a little bit because super busy with Mom in town, and this weekend we're having a crawfish boil, so I'm preparing for that. Going to be serving all my home brews, my oatmeal stout, my ginger beer. I actually designed this ginger beer specifically for the crawfish boil. That, my Riesling, and my orange spice mead, all of them are going to be served up there. So that, and cooking about 100 pounds of crawfish. So should be a lot of fun. So yeah, that's oh, this is why I have notes. So the something I've been toying with, thinking about, is the SJ Pour Challenge 2014. My beer is still doing its thing, happily doing its thing, chugging along. But I was thinking about going back to the older ones where you were given a recipe or whatever, and it was just a learning experience to learn more about the ingredients, like the Hokie Homebrew Challenge. They did the ESB yeasts. I'm thinking about something along the same lines, but with mead. So I'm thinking putting together a mead challenge where it's traditionals only, so that means just honey. So honey, water, yeast, nutrients, no flavorings. That way, whomever gets involved with it, we can all exchange our bottles, and you use honey from around your area, or if you get some really crazy, like carrot flower honey or something, just do a traditional like that. And so we put it together, and in 8-12 months down the road, we exchange the bottles around the world, or whatever, whoever wants to get involved, exchange them so everybody can get a taste and see what a specific mead tastes like, or a specific honey tastes like just all by itself in a mead. So do up like a 5-gallon batch of like just clover honey or something like along those lines. Just so we can get more people doing meads and enjoying them and seeing what other people's honeys taste like and such. Let me know if you'd be interested in doing something like that at all. I have no idea that'd be something that anybody else would want to do. I just figured it'd be kind of cool because, like, I know down in New Zealand they have some really awesome honey. Be kind of cool to get one of their meads, a traditional mead made out of their local honey, and like I have here in Texas, Wahila honey, which is fantastic. And then yeah, there's like just pretty much any kind of plant that produces a flower. There's a honey made from it if you can source it. So I just figured that'd be kind of cool. So let me know if you're interested. I'm thinking maybe getting this organized by the end of April, kind of starting beginning of May, and then we go through to like January or next May or something along those lines. Just because it will, like we all know, mead takes a while, so we'll give it a good 8 to 12 months to let it do its thing and age out nicely. And so yeah, let me know if you're interested in that, and I will put something together if there's several people interested or a whole lot of people interested. It definitely will not be the same scale as this year's SJ Pour Challenge. I cannot drink, or I cannot speak, so I should drink. Cheers. Okay, so it will be nothing like this year's SJ Pour Challenge with the fancy website and all that Paul Wicksteed has put together, and that the hubs for all the different countries and just all the work that they put into it. It'll be nothing like that. I'm thinking this will be very low key because I don't think there'd be too many people, like maybe a dozen. I'd be happy with a dozen. So yeah, let me know. I'd be willing to set it up and put everything together and organize and flip everything around and do what's needed to make it happen. So yeah. Just comment down below, PM me that you're interested. So, and that's pretty much all I got. I'm gonna pour the last little bit of my beverage here. I'm gonna get the yeasties, but oh well. Yeasties and other floaties. So this was also experimental in this ginger beer was also experimental, and I put some gelatin in when I bottled as well to try and make it even more clear. And well, you guys saw several weeks ago just how clear you could see right through the bottle, no problem. But yeah, it's got some serious chill haze, so, and serious carbonation issues. But I kind of guessed that when it was going to happen, since I didn't calculate into the temperature of it, and then I kind of spilt the honey, so it was about 10 grams of honey too much for room temperature, and it wasn't room temperature, so it was probably about 30 grams of honey too much at that point. But anyways, I'm rambling. So I will cut it off here. Thanks again to all my subscribers. Remember, subscribe, because once I hit 150, I will throw out there a contest, and I will give away something cool. Maybe not cool. I don't know. Something that someone will find useful, I think. Or at least I'll try to make it something like that. So maybe I'll toss in a couple of my homebrews, my meads, maybe Riesling. I don't know. So yeah, subscribe, like, comment. I try to get back to everybody's comments. So yeah. So happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Hope everybody's having a fantastic week and surviving to the weekend. Or if it is your weekend, because some of you work funny shifts, good job on having funny shifts. I don't know. So yeah, be sure to have a pint of awesome, because I know I will be having another one. Cheers. Dwarf foam.